Hello world of the internet, it's Bear here. So I was not able to film reactions to Dancing with the Stars last night, mostly because I got here halfway through and I felt like it wouldn't really work. They're just showing the last few. But during the results show, they're going to re-show all the dances, and I'm going to watch them one more time. I watched the ones I didn't get to see on YouTube. So I'm just going to see them one more time, and I'm going to give y'all my reactions, y'all. So, good. It's about to start. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire just ended. It's time for Dancing with the Stars. By the way, tonight's the results show, which I don't get why they're doing 2 hours results show still. Hey everybody, so they just showed Jana and Babyface's jive dance-off, and they showed a little bit of the package, and they showed some of some judges' reactions, because last night it was so fast they didn't have time to give any reactions, they just went straight to the scores. Now Babyface, I feel, for such a performer, he's kind of shy. I mean, I could see he was trying to make it really interesting, but you could see he's still kind of holding back. As far as the technique went, yeah, he was out of time several times. Then Jana came out. She was complaining about her injury, her ribs. She injured her rib cage. But she came out and did a really, really, really good jive. Like, you couldn't tell. I think they showed like one big misstep, but really, she did, in my opinion, she did a whole lot better. She got 1 point ahead, so she's safe. She will not be eliminated, which is good because I don't think she has much of a fan base to keep her there. But I really don't know if Babyface does or not. I don't know enough about the music. I mean, he's a producer, but I don't know if he gets much credit. I think he's a singer too, but it hasn't been big in a long time. And then, of course, they talked to Jana and Gleb, and of course they showed Gleb as an underwear model last week. Why, I don't know. So they had to share another picture of Gleb and Artem doing the underwear modeling. I don't know if it was real or not. But then they showed Lynn and Bruno as underwear models, which was quite unnecessary. I'm very sure that one was photoshopped. Ugh. I don't need that. Hey everybody, I'm back. It's during the next commercial break. So they showed Vanilla Ice and Whitney versus Rick and Emma, Paso Doble, Face It Off. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Anyway. So first they showed Rick and Emma. They showed Rick. I didn't get to see the package. They showed Rick spraining his ankle, which for me is quite graphic. I've done it before. I did it about 1.5 years ago, and I didn't want to see that. Anyway, it happened. He did something. It was mostly walking around with floppy-looking arms. But it was kind of fun to watch, I guess. But not the best Paso Doble. And he's like, ooh, intense. Ooh. He's like, Anyway, it was not the best Paso Doble you could see, but it was weird. It was unusual, I guess I could say. Then they showed Vanilla Ice and Whitney, which was a much more traditional Paso Doble, I felt. It was a lot more the intense vibe. Well, but it was kind of not traditional. It was kind of modernistic. But Bruno said in the package that he was too angular in his movements, which I guess was true. I mean, his technique, he's not the best with technique, but he did a good job, I think. But, they both got a score of 23, which, of course, last night, the couple with the higher score of the face-off is safe, which, I don't know. I don't think I like that. Cool. Since they tied, Lynn was a tiebreaker because he's the head judge, and he said that, just by a little bit, Vanilla wins. yes, I think Vanilla was better, but he was better than Rick Perry. He was not better than a whole lot of the other ones. But he's safe. It's not really fair. I mean, Tara Jolie got a 30 out of 40, and she's in jeopardy. So I just don't think it's really fair. Yeah. So they just showed the next dance-off, which was James and Sharna, and Ryan and Cheryl. James was really, really good. He continues to impress week after week. He was just really, like, one of the best cha-chas this season. Bruno said something like he knows how to just automatically just bring it, which is true. Now, Lynn said there was a little something wrong with the heel leads. It's like, doing the heel leads, I don't like that. Other than that, it was really, really solid. Like, if you can point something little out like that, then you're really good. Because, like, to Rick, they would just say, like, it was just bad. But to him, it's just one little thing he can fix. He's really good. He's really a contender. James was going against Ryan and Cheryl. Really, it was the oddest cha-cha. Cheryl has, in the past, she's done some of the best choreography on the show. But I don't know what that was. It didn't look like a cha-cha at all. It was like almost a rumba. Super sexy. Ooh. But the actual cha-cha they did was just really bad. Bruno was saying, he's just standing there and Cheryl is dancing around him. It's true. And it looked really bad last night, but the judges said he got off on the wrong foot and he got completely off on his timing. I thought Ryan would be really good considering he's an athlete, but I was wrong. He got his highest score last night because he got 1-7 from Lynn, which was interesting. He'd gotten all 6s before. Got 3 6s, 1-7. That's improvement. I mean, I honestly think, yeah, it was about equal from the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he can get better. Then they showed Tara and Sasha. It was just breathtaking. It was a Viennese waltz. They were going off against Calvin and Lindsay, but they haven't showed that yet. Her arm movements, Carrie Ann said, they're just she's so small, but she moves her arms big, like how you need to in the Viennese waltz. Their whole look immaculate. It was about the song, like, I just want you to know who I am. I didn't sing that too well, but I'll get the picture. It was really, really nice. But they lost. Okay, it's back. So they showed Calvin and Lindsay. Calvin's last night was his breakthrough. He had been pretty good the first 2 weeks, but this week he just blew it out of the water with his Viennese waltz. It contrasted with Tara's a lot because, you know, Tara's like 4 feet and he's like 7 feet tall. Okay, I exaggerated both of those a little bit, but there's a big height difference. And he was able to go full out. And a lot of times when people try to go full out, it gets messy. His wasn't messy at all. He worked really, really hard on making all of his lines just perfect. That may have something to do with the fact that he can rehearse a lot longer than a lot of the non-athletes. But wow, he just killed it. He proved himself a contender. I think he may be in the finals. So then next they showed Amber and Max. They were doing a dance-off, salsa dance-off against Maureen and Arda. They haven't showed Maureen yet, but Amber and Max's salsa was really out there. They did it to the Jennifer Lopez song, Booty. And if y'all are not aware, her backside is larger than the average backside. That's just what I'll say for that. So, it was quite interesting. And, it was like, big booty, cause she got a big booty. Ugh. I mean, it was kind of fun, I thought. But the judges criticized it because there was very little salsa and more hip hop. It was fun though. I think she did a lot better than she has in the past, but they had to mark her down because there wasn't enough salsa. Hey everybody, so the last dances were shown, so they showed Maureen and Artem's salsa, which they were going up against Amber and Max. While I feel like Amber and Max had better technique, it was quite obvious that Maureen had a lot more salsa content. I mean, Amber's movements were a lot cleaner, but Maureen actually did salsa. And what I mean by that, by a lot cleaner, Maureen's dance was really, really good. Proper salsa, hip action. Until, towards the end, she messed up her footing. But, even so, the judges thought the salsa was way more obvious with Maureen and Artem, so they gave them immunity. And then there was a absolutely ridiculous dance-off between Mary Lou and Derek and Laurie and Val. Why I think it's ridiculous, Laurie Hernandez is 16. Mary Lou Hinner is 64. Mary Lou is 4 times Laurie's age. Of course she can't dance as well. But they were saying, oh, Mary Lou has more life experience. She's more sophisticated. She'll be more mature. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. Mary Lou was great. She did a really intense tango. But she got a little bit, how should I put this? Nervous, as the judges put it. She lost her footing a little bit. She got off on the wrong foot, and Carrie Ann said she stopped breathing. She got a little brittle. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but she's still really good. But she can't beat somebody who's a quarter of her age. Then Laurie and Val came out. Wow, she is 16. She looks so mature out there. Ooh, and she's an Olympian, so you can expect it, but her movements were sharper than a needle. Sharper than one of the sharpest needles on earth. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Carrie Ann said, like, her chin was down a little too much. Which, yeah, I couldn't really tell that. But she did do one lift. But it still wasn't enough. It was enough to give her immunity. So, tonight, the leaving couple will either be Tara, Mary Lou, Ryan, Rick, Calvin, or Amber. I think it'll be Rick. If it's not Rick, I think it'll be Ryan or Babyface. I'm not sure. I really don't know, but I think it'll be Rick.